What is CARNIYA gonna do after coming in second place on Love Island USA Season 8? They are going to Disney World! Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. So, today we are talking Love Island USA Season 8 postseason. That is the gift that keeps on giving. You know what I'm saying? So, after Trinity did that post for Zack Attack, he was out in the club with Zack with a C from Season 7, you guys, who was a Casa man, and appeared to be, you know what I'm saying, living his best life. He did not repost the statement that Trinity made. Did not, post anything as far as any reposts of Trinity or any of the finalists, but is steadfast posting content about him and Bryce. You know what I'm saying? And him and Kata, of course. And Trinity did that statement for him. No. And the reason I'm bringing up Zack Attack is because allegedly he is going to be on the Vile Files, y'all. He is going to be on the Vile Files, and I don't know what to make of this. I don't know what to expect. I don't know if it's going to be wholesome or if it's going to be messy, but I'm just going to take a step back. Unfortunately, ANIYA's family is aware of the George Floyd photo where Casey's face is on the face of the police officer and ANIYA's face is on the face of George Floyd, in which the police is kneeling down on his neck. And my heart just goes out to their family, because I just feel like some of these fans are absolutely out of control. They're absolutely out of hand. The same people who said that they were going to move on from the show, especially when Casey got dumped, they said they were going to move on. They're not letting anything go, and they are monitoring all things CARNIYA. They are monitoring all things CARNIYA, wishing harm, wishing that Carl is another Kenny, wishing that Carl is a scammer and is a liar and is going to play in ANIYA's face. Because that is the fan base that we have inherited, you guys. Because I found out that some of the people leading the charge, and this is separate from the NBA Twitter Red Pill Incel community, but there are fans that were big Huda fans last season that are leading the KC Defense League. And now I understand why. On ANIYA's post yesterday, there were all these comments, mostly positive, but there were several comments of apes, gorillas, monkeys, and very disturbing things that were being said on her comments. And I'm just not feeling it. I'm not featuring it. A lot of people were trying to report it and get it taken down and everything else, but it's like it gets to a point, right? So what I want to get into is, also congrats to Trinity. She has over 3 million followers on the Instagrammies. Saw that. Carl now has over 1 million followers, and this is unprecedented. This is the most I've ever seen for a Casa man to hit 1 million followers. Even Amaya's ex, Brian was that his name from last season, did not hit 1 million followers. But Carl has hit 1 million followers. I believe ANIYA is inching closer to 2 million. I think she has 1.6 million followers at the time I'm recording this. ANIYA did one post, and she's just been in a Tickety Talk bubble, just reposting all CARNIYA content, all Core 4 content, and thirst traps of Carl. We got to get into the CARNIYA of it all, though, because There are several brands that are in the comments. I think the official brands that have reached out to CARNIYA for official collabs, official deals, because brands will be in all these Islanders comments, but it's the ones that you got to be like, listen, check your DMs. Check your DMs. And that was the case for Hershey's with ANIYA. That was the case with Liquid IV. I think they want CARNIYA. I believe North Face wants CARNIYA to do a whole campaign, and I believe a TikToker really kind of laid out that plan of how that campaign can work. But the biggest brand to go along with the fairy tale theme to reach out and officially invite CARNIYA, officially invite Carl and ANIYA, we got to get into this. It's from the official Disney Parks page. You know, Walt Disney in Orlando, Florida. You know what I'm saying? And they said the following. This was on Carl's page, on Carl's Instagram page, that I believe his pin post of him and ANIYA, that I want to say is up to 2 million likes. So it says the following. Hi, Carl and ANIYA. A little magic is waiting for you two. ANIYA, when you have a moment, check your email. It's the first step for you and Carl to begin your fairy tale the right way at Walt Disney World. We can't wait to help make your story unforgettable. With star emojis, a castle emoji, and a flower. I believe that is a flower emoji, you guys. So I definitely believe somebody over at Disney definitely saw the Princess and the Frog theme date. Somebody at Disney definitely saw the set design of the Princess and the Frog theme date and all of the things. And perhaps, you know, also saw the storybook included with it all. Love Island USA, they posted on their Instagram yesterday the official book, except for they left out the page where Carl had a nice up in the air. They left that one out, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not going to pass the guardrails of the Instagram. They're going to flag it for sexual and nudity and stuff. But they had all of the rest of the pages, right? They had all of the rest of the pages in there for the book, and everybody was asking, how can we buy this, right? And I think people might have been tagging Disney even then. And they were also tagging Disney during the show. But this has been ANIYA's whole theme. This has been ANIYA's whole theme coming into the season. She grew up princess treatment. She was treated like a princess by her family, and particularly by her father. You know what I'm saying? And she wants the princess life. She wants the fairy tale life. Unfortunately, her first connection said that he's not about that. He's not about no chivalry. There's no such thing as a fairy tale. Only for this show to not only create a fairy tale themed challenge, you know, the one where they were sucking on toes and stuff, that fairy tale challenge, right? And then you fast forward to the final date where no expense is spared to give ANIYA the fairy tale, the Prince Charming, all the things that she was looking for, right? And it's a win. It is a win. You got adults and kids who are nostalgic about all of this, who are all about, listen, look at here, you know what I'm saying? If you demand something, you can get it. Who are like, listen, everybody deserves the princess treatment when it is all said and done. And so it has inspired and motivated a lot of people with this. And a lot of people are embracing Carl and ANIYA's story. And I feel if Carl came in earlier as a bombshell, they really could have saw that money. They really could have saw that 100K. Because anybody that was going to be paired up with ANIYA was guaranteed minimum second place. You know what I'm saying? And the thing of it was, unfortunately, ANIYA's previous partner did not realize that the 100K was theirs. They were on top of every poll, you know what I'm saying? And then things started being weird. And Neil, you're not even a finalist. You're not even a finalist, you guys. But I love this for ANIYA and Carl. There was also a Jimmy Fallon clip where he was going back and forth with, you know, one of his band members. I believe it was one of the band members over Brennedy versus CARNIYA, and it was hilarious. And I believe even Carl left a comment, listen, you got to have Brennedy and CARNIYA on Jimmy Fallon so we can get to the bottom of it all. I think it would be very fun. I think it would be very entertaining, but we will see whether or not that happens. I don't know what's going on with the press run. I low-key am kind of happy that these Islanders, you know what I'm saying? They're not here for the clout. They're not here for the attention. I believe some of them genuinely were there to find love, especially ANIYA was genuinely there to find love. She went back home. You know what I'm saying? She went back home. Her daddy surprised her at the airport. That is so cute. I'll probably put it into a short for you guys. I thought it was the cutest thing. But a lot of these people came back, you know, came there for love. Now, the people who are already doing interviews and the people who are already being messy, you did not come for love. You came for the fame and the clout. I'm looking at you, soul. I'm looking at you, soul. Because you said you were bullied and isolated and nobody liked you, but Mackenzie found some photos in the chamber that say otherwise. That say everybody was cool with you. So which is it? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like either you were there for love or you were there for the fame and the clout. And we're seeing the difference based off of how people are moving on social media, doing interviews, doing this and doing that. I hope Zack Attack's interview is not terrible tomorrow, or whenever it comes out. I don't know officially when it comes out. There's just been whispers and rumors that he's going to be on the Vile Files. So I don't know when that interview is going to come out, but we're just going to have to wait and take a step back and see how this goes. If it's going to be messy, if it's going to be entertaining, or if he's going to be full-on victim and complain and not understand why the people don't like him. So that is it for this video, you guys. I need y'all to do me the biggest favor, and that is to hype the video. Hype the video, please. There's that. That is it. That is all. It's todos es final. Es finito. It's the end of the road. It's the end of the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post some content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.